I just went to the emergency room for like something that I don't want to talk about, but it was a very interesting experience because, oh God, it sounds like bullshit. It sounds like total bullshit, but this actually happened to me just now. So I went to the emergency room. Dude was in there. I was like, fuck, he's kind of hot. He had like 2 broken ankles because the dickhead jumped off a roof. And anyway, like, I didn't speak to him in there. They told me it was going to be a few hours for something so simple that I was just like, all right, I'm just going to go home and like deal with what I've got at the moment. So I left. I walked outside and the guy who I thought was kind of hot was sitting at the like sitting right where I'd tied up my bike. And I was like, oh shit, I hope he says something, but I didn't really expect there to be any type of conversation happening. So I was just like unchaining my bike. He looks back and he says something. He was like, I hope I'm not in the way or something like that. And then we started a conversation and literally I just had like a 2-hour spontaneous date with this guy from the emergency room. And I want to reflect on what he was doing amazing socially, what I was doing amazing socially, and what I was doing shit, and what he was doing shit. Because why not? Because this is what this whole channel is about. So he was a pretty cool guy. He seemed kind of pretty confident right off the bat. He was pretty cool, like holding eye contact, able to get his words out. Seemed like he was just a normal, natural socializer, like for his whole life. I, based off of like my practice, my social skills practice, like conscious practice lately, I felt like I was like, yes, this is like a wicked opportunity for me to actually put all of this practice into like real world exercises. And so I was super open and super socially receptive to this man who I suppose was interested in me and like vice versa. And it took a long time, but he actually helped me to get the medication that I was looking for from the emergency room. He helped me like outside of the hospital, and that was our whole like spontaneous date. But anyway, like, what was he doing that was incredible? So it seemed like he was really good at the navigation of the in-betweens between conversation. So he was pretty exceptional at being anxiety-free when it comes to moving from place to place. And that's what I noticed, the difference between him and I. Like, I was 100% anxiety-free in the one-on-one conversation times that I had with him. And then he was 100% anxiety-free. I don't think he was anxiety-free during the one-on-one conversations. I think I really had to be really, really, like, exciting in the way I was saying something for him to feel excited by that too. So I noticed that he had like a standard, like an internal standard when he was listening to me. And I really had to deliver something with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of kind of joy and excitement for him to really be engaged. So that was a really cool thing to notice. And then like he really disliked me when I would say something negative. So I kind of joked about how like ugly I am today because I have a huge pimple on my forehead, and he just like hand waved that straight away. He was like, don't ever say that about yourself like ever again. So he really, I don't know if all people are like this, but he really thrived off of positive conversation. I'm not sure if he's well versed in like those moments where you feel awkward about something, so you say it out loud to really kind of take ownership of it confidently and then process it and move on. He didn't want to address that at all. It was like, just keep it positive, which was fine for like a short interaction. I think in a long-term relationship, I'm not sure how functional that would be. So what I noticed, so the whole purpose of this video is to like help other people. So let me talk about like the takeaways. So the takeaways is like, don't be afraid. Get yourself to a point where you're not afraid to communicate in a way that is like fucking fearless. Like, use your affirmations and start telling yourself, when I am socializing with someone, start getting enough practice into your whatever, like your practice of socializing, like social mastery. Start getting enough practice to the point where you're anxiety free enough to be able to communicate with the person in a way that you are not holding yourself back at all or whatsoever. So when you are saying something to that person, you can say it in a way that is like fucking phenomenal. You can deliver it. It's all about like how you deliver it with your body language. As you're communicating something, when you're holding eye contact, deliver it in a way that is like exciting for the other person to fucking watch. They want to watch someone who's like really exciting to watch. So my challenge for you is get yourself to a point where you have enough experience and practice to the point where you let go of all inhibition. You don't need alcohol ever again. You've practiced enough to release yourself of all self-doubt, all self-consciousness, all inhibition. And when you're delivering something, when you're communicating with another person, you're holding eye contact, and it's fucking incredible for them to watch. Easier said than done, but like totally possible. It's only taken me like 10 years to get here, but no, legit. Practice. 6 weeks of practice and you'll be able to 6 weeks of 1 hour daily practice, and you will be able to be the most impressive conversationalist you ever dreamed about. Go for it.